He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They begin with a run by Miller. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he slides to avoid the hit. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Design run for their wideout. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Caught left side, Hopkins. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Watson on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to the booth right after this. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again is Watson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Adoree Jackson on the return. He spins free. And he is knocked down from the side near the 25. And here now the offense heading back out there. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Three yards to go on second down.
Here we go now.
Here's Barkley. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Let's go. Back there. Detroit. Over.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing. Leopard. Over.
Now back to throw. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now Barkley. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Back to throw here. Screen play, Anderson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
They're going to look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. He'll drop to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The offense on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Castle going to throw for the first time since coming on. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw is Watson. Underneath for Miller. 23 yards on the play.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, it's Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On the carry, this is Pierce. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Here we go.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. No. Check. Detroit.
On 2nd down, Anderson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90. Over, Detroit, Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll try and run again with Blue. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
This is the running back, Blue. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Here's Manuel. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd down following the incompletion. Now Manuel. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
It's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. E.J. Manuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
No,
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green, watching that party, party! Watching that party, party! Gone, gone! Leopard, here we go! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99, Philly, here we go!
They'll look to throw here. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Here's Barkley. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 9-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 3-19. Leopard, Leopard. Watching that party, party.
They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 50. Mike's 50. You ain't got nothing.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They go again with Blue. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They run with Blue. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they will take a knee here.